What is up? What is up? We are going live, so should be up any moment now. So, all right, I think we're live. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is we don't need to update the subscriber of the day. Hadn't been a full 24 hours yet. We're going with a little bit of an earlier stream here tonight. Want to knock out the Trials of the Infinite before I throw my champs into Alliance Quest and the Uncollected difficulty. So I want to go ahead and do that. In order to have my best champs in. Hey, what's up, Cal? Cal jumping into chat early. Been a while. Yeah, man, I've been busy too. I'm glad you're able to join me tonight. I'm just knocking out some Trials of the Infinite. And gonna do some Uncollected difficulty, a little bit of AQ gameplay, so it should be a fun night. So I'm gonna jump right into that. We're gonna keep our subscriber of the day for now, and we'll get a new one on there in a second. The first thing I'm gonna do, just like always, is update Twitter. Boom. So Marvel Champions, Trial of the Infinite, bring it on. I'm live. So we're in there. Okay, so I'm going to jump right into this, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to start out with the most difficult difficulty, so should be fun. Want to make sure I bring the best team for whatever they throw at me, so I think, let's see, probably a good idea to bring a power control champ there. Okay, I think we're good, guys. That's my top 4. Cal says, just home alone, ordered a large pizza and 20-piece wings. Dude, I would be lying if I said I was not jealous. I would love to have some pizza and wings tonight. That sounds like a good time. So I honestly, I have not even eaten dinner yet. Still waiting to get this done, and then we'll have dinner. Okay, so let's take a look here, kind of scope this map out. It looks like we've got 6 opponents this time, so twice as many. Okay, so pretty glad I brought along my vision. So I'm going to be using him for heal block. That recovery on Green Goblin is pretty sick. And let's see what we got here in the way of boosts. I'm just going to light all of these things up here, the special ones that we get. Okay, so I'm gonna go with all of these because we're gonna earn, I'm gonna earn all of them every week, so I don't think it pays to save them. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fire all of these up, and I should be able to knock this out in 30 minutes or less, so that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so looks like vision's the way to go because I'm gonna need to do some serious heal blocking. So I'm assuming the champs are different for this, for everybody. They just kind of, it's a randomly generated thing. So curious, did you guys get better matchups than me? Okay, I am doing 0 damage against this Green Goblin. We'll see once we put that heal block on. Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be pretty simple here. So basically, guys, the secret to this is just get the boosts, basically. Okay, now there goes my regeneration. I'm hoping it's gonna be enough. Okay, so it was enough to keep me from getting killed there, even though he hit me with the degeneration or poison or whatever that was. I didn't have time to really pay attention. Okay, that power gain with my vision is really helping out, so you definitely want to get the boosts going, pretty important, and then heal block with your vision or whoever it is you happen to use. Get the heal block back on. Oh no. Okay, so my boost rocked him. Got going with that mesmerize, so that was pretty awesome. Cal says he got Deadpool for the first fight, but had Void to completely melt him. Yeah, that is not a good time getting Void. I want to try and say this name right. Adeo-san Ahmed got Cable as my first fight. Absolutely wrecked me. Yeah, I can imagine Cable with some regeneration's probably a big task to overcome. I'm assuming this Hyperion's going to be some power gain mechanic. Let's see. Okay, so buffs last even longer. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do, we're going to take in Ghost Rider, and I'm going to try and Fate Seal him. So that's going to be the strategy here. So I should be able to get up through my specials quickly enough to, with the added power gain from those buffs, to really lay on some really lay on the specials and get those judgments going quickly. Okay, gotta bait out the special. Oh yeah, this isn't gonna be too difficult, it doesn't look like. Try and get some. Okay, wow. Okay, so this should just lock down his power, and this fight should go pretty quickly from here on out. Man, that's pretty convenient when you're going for the parry and you evade and it just stuns them. That's pretty awesome. Did you guys pick up all of the boosts throughout the week, or did you miss one? I'm assuming this is a lot more difficult if you did not pick up all the expert boosts. So, with the boosts, I'm finding it pretty easy, but I am using some pretty stacked up champs. Okay, so we got 90% armor here. I am going to show off my new Karnak and his True Strike ability, which essentially ignores armor. And with how much he crits, this should be pretty good. So if you're fighting a heavily armored opponent, you can, and you have the Pierce ability maxed, it's a mastery, it ignores quite a bit of armor, so that really seems to help when you're fighting somebody who's armored up like this this Howard the Duck. Alright, try and get the parry. There it is. He's going down pretty easy. I was a little disappointed with my Karnak originally, but he's growing on me, guys. He's growing on me. Boom. So see, I'm barely even, my damage is barely being hurt by his armor up at all. Alright, so far so good. Alright, who we got next here? Looks like a Juggernaut. Okay, and we got a Void coming up. That should be fun. Okay, so Prey on the Weak gains power whenever an opponent's beneficial effect expires. And Plagued Mind. Okay, this seems like a job for Ghost Rider. Hey, what's up, Snack? Jumping in. Snack forgot to activate the boost, so it was a bit more difficult. I could imagine that would cause things to be quite a bit more difficult. You got some extra boost now though. So if it takes you a bit longer in some of the later um, some of the later what am I trying to say? In some of the later Trials of the Infinite, you can use that to give yourself some extra time with boost. Another thing I love about Ghost Rider here is he's just gonna Fate Seal him right up, and it doesn't even matter if he does access his he can't access Unstoppable, so he becomes a mediocre champ at best. Juggernaut does now. Do want to get healed back up, so I'm going to get in there and get... Oh, didn't activate the Judgment. Here we go. And we're good. Alright, so... Okay. So Cal is... Cal's Alliance is looking for folks. You know, Cal, a great place to go for that. If you guys have not checked out the Clan HQ app, you should definitely do so. They actually have a place to advertise for new members for your alliance. So you should definitely. Cal was saying they lost a lot of folks in their alliance. And they don't have any qualifications or donations needed. So you should definitely go to Clan HQ, that app. It will help you quite a bit in pulling in some new members. So go and download that app and post that your alliance is looking for members, and that should get you squared away. All right, so it looks like we got Bane and Mesmerize. So this is going to be a bit of a pain, but we're going to take in Karnak and hope that this goes well. Try and make sure I remember to count my hits here. So got 5. Okay. Alright, give me that special 2. Wow, he used it early. Okay, so I'm just gonna take the Bane for a second, wait for that next one to proc. We're just gonna finish him off here. Cal said he didn't even know. Gonna look it up now. Yeah, so Clan HQ is an app that basically was designed for this game. So a lot of alliances are using it to replace Line because it has some extra features. What's up? Yeah, I thought that might have been you, Famisco. Famisco said. Void with Bane and Mesmerize, unavoidable damage non-stop. Yeah, it's a little bit of a pain there. Just in this one map for this, I'm finding my Karnak to be incredibly useful. So I didn't think he was going to come in this handy, but he's really pulling a lot of the weight here. Yeah, I saw your picture earlier, Famisco, where you posted your who your opponents were, and that. It looked like a brutal map that you got put up against. That without all the boosts, it's got to be difficult. Okay, so Fury and True Strike. Okay, so nothing too difficult here. The biggest thing is going to be his evasion, which we're going to basically shut down with Karnak. I'm going to be patient on this fight and try and show off a little bit about what makes Karnak a good option. So while I've got True Strike activated, he actually cannot evade. so that should be all of the evading that he does, and he's down. Cal says, got Black Panther, lost Medusa to him. Yeah. So far, I don't feel like that was that bad, but like I said, I'm playing with my top champs, my A team. I didn't want to take any chances, and I've got all of those boosts activated. So good to go there. Do you guys hear my dog in the background? She is totally sad right now. Hey Yaka. Come here. You want to meet my friends? All right, you guys want to see my dog? Yaka. Up. Come on. Up. Can you guys see her? That's my dog. She's my buddy. She hangs out with me while I'm live streaming. Sometimes she's less excited about hanging out with me than other times. Let's see, I'm trying to see. Okay, so y'all got a kind of a good look at her. Not a great look. Okay, so we're going to blitz through these last couple of difficulties, and then I'm going to go do a clear in Uncollected. Trying to make sure I get through all of that. So these next few difficulties shouldn't be too bad. I'm not even going to check the boosts. With my best champs against these boosts, it shouldn't be too bad in the lower difficulties. Yeah, lots of damage there. And it looks like sometimes, even if you don't mean to activate the mesmerize, like that, sometimes that even happens when you're doing an evade. So that's kind of nice. It bailed me out once on that last difficulty, which was nice. Hey, check it out. We got the victory. Have you got the victory? I got the victory. Taking down another alliance. So we've been playing pretty well lately. I think we've won maybe 3 or 4 out of 6. As long as you can win about 50%, you should stay where you are and maybe every once in a while pop up to a higher tier. So something to keep in mind. Those new Alliance War rewards for the top alliances are pretty sick. So if you're in a top alliance, congratulations, you're about to have so much more progression than anybody else in the game. Alright, so Colossus. Yeah, I'm just going to blaze through this, it looks like. Doesn't look like it's even going to be much trouble. I am going to be grateful for the extra rewards, though. Just a note to all of you guys who are joining me for the first time. Thanks for joining in. I appreciate you joining the stream. Just knocking out the Trials of the Infinite here. Wow, his power goes up so fast with that extra power gain. Pretty insane. I saw a video the other day, guys. It was absolutely insane. I posted it in our Alliance's chat. There was a guy who has a rank 5 Hyperion, got 10 Furies going, and then did a 106,000 damage on his L2. Pretty insane. Pretty crazy. My dog's getting into stuff back there. Hey Yaka, chill out. Alright, get the power sting. Let's see if I can get him to kill himself. Yeah, there we go. That's always the most fun. Okay, I think after this difficulty, I'm going to pop into the Uncollected difficulty and try and get a run in there. So I'm jumping on at a different time than normal. So I'm curious to know, are you guys interested in? We were talking a little bit about last night with some of the guys in chat that my next. Hey Yaka, I need you to get out from under there, sweetie. Move. I'm a little worried she's gonna take out my cords, and then we'll just be playing the game at my house, and you guys won't be watching. Yeah, so we talked a little bit about my next I Hate Fighting video. So we've done Yondu and Void. Is there anybody else that you guys would like to see that you're having trouble fighting? We talked a little bit about maybe a MODOK in Alliance War, or a Stun Immune Nightcrawler, or Spidey. Curious to know who you guys hate fighting. I'd love to get a video up to help you guys with that. Okay, sweetie, hold on just a second. My dog really wants out of here. All right, you guys. Let her out. Go. Okay. So, yeah, so who do you guys want to see? Who do y'all hate fighting that you would love kind of a in-depth guide to how to beat? All right, I'm gonna jump into the Uncollected difficulty now of the monthly quest, and I'm gonna get one run in. And oh, what about Killmonger? Have you guys found him to be easy, difficult? Curious to know how that's been going for you guys. I'm gonna take Black Widow in with this group, and I will show you why in just a moment. She's actually really good for fighting Killmonger, so you guys will get to see that in just a second here. Let's evaluate my options in terms of paths. So, okay, I think I'm gonna take this inside path. I want to face as many of the BS champions as I can when I've got my my A team with me. Always best to take on the kind of evaluate your paths and take the most difficult one when you've got your best team not in Alliance Quest or Alliance War. All right, I'm gonna start getting those judgments on. And in a second, we'll just fate seal him down, and there will be no more regeneration. So, fate the special. See if I can get this in before. Perfect. Okay. We're gonna fate seal him, and then, perfect. I'm gonna get some regen going. He can't shrug off my debuffs while he's fate sealed, so now's a good time to do it. Ghost Rider is such a champ for getting through difficult content. He can bail you out as long as you can get in, get your specials going, get some of those judgments placed, and then land a heavy. You are golden. So this should go pretty quick now that we've locked him down with that last judgment. All right, King Groot down. That's one down. Maybe 5 or 6 to go. I don't know. How many fights are there typically in these maps? Let's see. So I'm curious to know, you guys are kind of, y'all are getting to see my my load screens. I want to do a Legends run here in the future, not too long from now, and I'm curious to know, does it really make a huge difference? Because right now I'm playing on an Android device, a Samsung Galaxy S8. I'm curious to know, does it make a huge difference in terms of playing on iOS? I've heard that people think it may not even be possible on an Android device to do a Legends run. So I obviously don't want to waste my time. So it's important to me that the device I use when I do this be the right one. Oh no, got hit with a cold snap. Okay, that's okay. Place. Hopefully get another debuff on here. No! Okay. That did not go well. Man, that cold snap, it really hit hard there. These 6 stars, man, they get you if you're not paying attention. Okay. Let's go with Hyperion because he's my only other healing champ. This is why it's good to do the hardest paths when you got your A team. Try and build up some Furies here. Alright, and we're just gonna... I think this will finish him off. I don't think he had his ice armor. Maybe he did. Oh, I guess he did. Okay, that's okay. We've still got the 10 Furies. So that's going to be a quick finish. Cool. Love the damage from my Hyperion. Love it. Let's see. Rewatch that. See what kind of damage that was. 6383 on a medium. Not bad at all. Gentlemen, I'm going to pop the energy refill. Okay, so if you're wondering how to best fight MODOK, the easy answer is bring a champ like a Black Widow. But since I'm going to kind of save her for Killmonger, I'm going to take in Karnak, who is also not a bad option. So best if you can do a 4-hit combo, unless you're pretty confident that that auto shield is not going to proc. And just be aware, when you see red, it's time to stop hitting him. Oh, got lucky there. Distance when he does his L1 is helpful. And I'm gonna use my special here. Oh no, he got the auto block. The goal was to use my special to get back some of that adrenaline. Man, I didn't think I was releasing my block there, but I guess I was. So if the shield goes from red to blue, you want to stop hitting him, because you're not going to be able to get through. But sometimes when it's red, you can keep hitting him and get the whole combo in. So anyway, that was not a very good example of how to fight MODOK. I did pretty well in Alliance War the other day, and I videoed that. So I'm going to get that up on the channel for you guys soon. Alright. Take in the Hyperion. I know what you guys really want to see, and that is the Killmonger fight. So, try and get up those Furies. Just missed. Alright, give me that special. Some specials you can get in there with a heavy attack afterwards with Hyperion. Some you cannot. Some heavy attacks are also good for punishing with the heavy attack. If you guys don't have Hyperion, the strategy typically with him is you want to get a parry and then do a heavy attack, get some Furies built up, and then just absolutely crush them with your specials. Okay, got the parry. 3 Furies. Still 3 Furies. Still 3 Furies. Okay, got to 4. Bait out the special. These solar charges also will build up your damage output. Okay, and I'm actually going to use those solar charges to try and heal up. Let's see if I can get it done. Okay, so that's going to start some healing. Get some Fury charges. I'm amazed at how much healing that does every time I use it. Okay, and now we're just going to put him down. Maybe try and heal up a little bit more in my next fight. Alright, and that does it for Venom Pool. $67 hits, even with my Hyperion. That's pretty... That's a lot of hits to be putting on with a champ like Hyperion. Alright. So Karnak has really been helping me with the evade champs. He just completely ignores basically every evade once he's got that true strike ability going. Come on now, get the parry. There we go. Up to 7. Can we get one more? Let it drop a bit. Come on. Okay. There we go. Got the healing going. see if I can get see if I can get. Nope, not going to take her down with that. This should do it. Famisco says, I absolutely love your team except Yellow Jacket. You're not a Yellow Jacket fan, Famisco? Dude, that's he hits super hard. I've been practicing with him some in the in Labyrinth against Red Hulk, and I can do a significant amount of damage with him. I really enjoy playing with Yellow Jacket, and there is nothing more satisfying than taking a champ or watching a champ die because they killed themselves using a special. It's like watching somebody with recoil activate their special, except when you're playing a champ with recoil, there's a little bit of a difference because they can actually use their special first, and then they get the damage. Oh wow. Okay, so he's basically got thorns now. Gosh, that did not go well at all. Okay, let's see. Let's take in Black Widow, and I'm going to show you guys why I love Black Widow so much against Killmonger. So basically the same thing that she does against Thorns, she does against his little reverberate ability here. Come on, special 2. You know you wanna. Yeah, so she's essentially just completely ignoring it, which is so nice. So you can just fight him without really having to think about that whole reverberate thing, which is awesome. She doesn't do a ton of damage against this Killmonger, so you have to be careful. Even on your blocks, she takes tons of damage, so you got to be careful about that. But being able to fight him as normal without really thinking about reverberation is awesome. Okay, so every once in a while he does catch her with some damage on that. But I think once you're not fighting him as a super stacked champ, he's going to be, Black Widow is going to be a super solid option for Killmonger. All right, see if Hyperion can do the work. A little bit of a lackadaisical approach to it. When I show up and I've got pretty much all my champs left, I just throw all my champs at him until he's down. Okay, and I'm gonna use the armor break here. Oh man, my finger missed the button. I was going for the special 2 and my finger missed the special button. Killmonger has so much armor, and that jump during his L2, sometimes you just aren't ready for it. Yeah, what I am finding is you've got to hesitate just a bit on the jump. If you immediately try and dash back to avoid his jump, you're gonna get hit. So you want to make sure that you're you're hesitating just an instant, and then you start your dash back, or you're gonna take some heavy damage and die. I hate how much this slows down the pace of fighting. You really not able to do much while that reverberate's going. Alright, use that. Man, he jumped so far with that. Alright, I'm going into focus mode. Really need to back him up off of this wall. Oh man, and he gets me. That was going so well. Okay, so let's see. I think I feel like it's about 300 hits to get him down, which is far more than some of the previous champs. I feel like with Void it was a lot less hits to get him down, but he did a lot more damage to you that was just difficult to avoid, and it just piled up so quick. Killmonger, he's a little bit trickier in that it's just a whole lot of hits. Okay, so I've got him to assassin's range now, so he's not doing quite as much. Come on, use the special 2. I'm gonna try and just let Hyperion's special 3 do most of the work for me. Right there. Okay, if this does not kill him, it's probably going to kill me because of the reverberation I triggered. Okay, so that's it. So not perfect. Still learning him. I'm hoping by the time that I get to my last run, I'll have something really good. I'll have figured him out and can post a video that'll really help you guys out. With some tips and tricks on how to fight him. Okay, so next, I think also I'm probably going to bring a bleeder next time for that because I think cornered, getting him up to his L2 is actually probably going to help things along. So do a little bit of Alliance Quest gameplay here. Who do I want to bring with me? Let's bring Hyperion for the immunity. Let's go in. Maybe I'll get lucky and my teammates will have done enough for me to go in and just put down this Mordo. What do you guys think? We're running map 5 right now. We generally clear all 5. Let's see. Okay, so a lot of links still up. Let's see. Go ahead and clear this link for my boy in case he sees that he can back out of there. Alliance Quest has gotten where it's really just super simple on day 1 and 2. By day 5 though, it is brutal if your alliance is clearing all 3 like mine does. That's what you're looking for there. You wanna get all 3 of those done, and then the points just pile up, lads. Pile up. Alright, 1 down. Who's y'all's who's y'all's least favorite champ to fight in Alliance Quest? Say, for instance, maybe a mini boss, or maybe it's the Abomination up in the upper left-hand corner of Alliance Quest, map 5. So I asked you guys not long ago if you all had noticed Gwenpool being used in Alliance War, and I was confused about it because I didn't feel like that was the greatest choice, because she's fairly easy to evade. If you do mess up a little bit, the blades can get you, but I still felt like there were better options. There is a node, once you start kind of climbing up the tiers, it's called Power Shield, and what it does is it makes it so that your normal attacks, your basic attacks, don't do damage, only your special attacks do. Well, Gwenpool, it's limited how much damage she can take from each special attack, so she is a great option for that node. So that's a little bit of a pro tip for you guys. I fought against her the other day on that node, and I almost timed out. I was lucky. I brought my Ghost Rider, and he was able to bleed the last little bit of health out of her, but it took me forever to get her down, because every time I hit her, it would only do like 60% of whatever health she had left. So, decent choice there. Got some Agent Venom action going on. Get that special one out. See if we can get the patented Johnny Intercept going. Snack says he hates fighting the duck, LOL. Yeah, he can be a little bit of a pain, especially when he's stun immune. If you get the degeneration that he places, there's no way to get away from it. So that's definitely kind of a pain in the neck. His special 1 is much easier to evade than his special 2, especially if you're close. So that's one way to deal with that. It's also not a bad idea to bring a champ that, like Karnak, that can ignore a lot of the armor that he has. Just crit right through it. Let's see, who else is a good option for the duck? Black Widow, or champs that ignore ability, or an Electra that can do ability accuracy reduction, are good to stop his regen. Things like that, or any Mystic champ that you want to take to avoid the regen. Alright, I'm going to clear the last couple of difficulties in here. Should be pretty quick and easy. Let's see. Who do you guys want to see? Who doesn't get used a lot? Let's make this a little more interesting, shall we? So the recommended total for this is 8,000. So armor break, ability, accuracy. Let's see, what else do we want? Nullification. Okay. So this should make this a little more interesting. I'm gonna go in with my 2-star champs. Still should be pretty quick and painless. We'll see though. Hopefully I didn't bite off more than I can chew. I can go ahead and tell you there will be no there will be no reviving here. So it's get it done or forget about it. Okay, so we'll take the same strategy here as we did before. We'll use vision for the heal block properties. 2 stars in. Okay, so it's just 3 stars we're fighting, so shouldn't be too bad. Definitely gonna get the most damage off of my L2, it looks like. Do you guys ever do this? Do you guys ever take in much lower rated champ just for the fun of it? I feel like this keeps me sharp. And just for the record, if you guys were wondering, I am planning on doing another 1-star and 2-star hangout series where I make my way through the heroic and master difficulties using only 1 and 2-star champs, and then we'll throw in some 3-star champs probably at the end of the master mode difficulty. And it's just more fun. Okay, let's see, buff duration. Okay, so we're just gonna knock those buffs right off of him. And in case you guys were wondering why there's no tea tonight, I am planning on live streaming again a little later tonight, and there will be tea then. I didn't want to overdo the tea today, so. And in case you guys were wondering, yes, Scarlet Witch is still quite a power hitter even as a 2-star. Gotta love all that extra damage. She 4,000 basically damage on an L2 for a 2-star is insane. Alright, let's go with what are our, okay, so he's just armored up. I'm gonna take in Spidey. I'm still learning to fight with Spidey. This is another reason to play with 2-stars. It'll help you practice with some champs that you otherwise wouldn't get a chance to use. That way, especially the quirky ones, that way when it's time to, when you actually pull them, you know how to use them. That is not going well. Come on, use that special. Not quite as good at getting the taunts up as I'd like to be. Okay. And he's down. Flamisco says he still doesn't have Scarlet Witch as a 4-star. RNG doesn't like me. Yeah, well, I can speak to that to an extent. I have still never pulled Wolverine, Archangel, who else? Stark Spidey. There are quite a few 4-stars that I don't have. So I'm, I mean, I've made do with what I've had as 4-stars. Eventually, I started pulling really good 5-stars, and once you get some good 5-stars, it just doesn't matter anymore. Basically, you don't need the 4-star pulls to be as good when your 5-star pulls are as rocking as mine have been. Stark Spidey is such a good option for Mordo because that when he sits back and does his little power gain trick, Spidey actually drains his power there. Yeah. In a second, we'll look at my my roster again, and we'll see. I feel like there are a few champs that are just really good God tier champs that I've never pulled as 4 stars. My 5-star luck has been so much better. So basically, guys, if I don't know who all's watching, but if you're a newer player and you're wondering, can I do these Trials of the Infinite? My boosts have already run out. If you're wondering, can I do this without the boosts with 2 stars? The answer is yes, you can. Watch out if you do have a Scarlet Witch, guys, who's awakened. Watch out. She's got a bit of a glitch at the moment. She has a power steal ability that's not working properly. So if you use your Scarlet Witch quite a bit, like I do, you've probably noticed that when she gets her power steal, it's actually draining power from both champions. You're not gaining any, and the opponent's you're losing it, and so is your opponent. So, and I'm not talking about the power drain that happens when your opponent hits you. I'm actually talking about the power steal ability. Used to, you would steal power and your power would go way up, but it's not working properly right now, so be careful of that. Also, if you're fighting Medusa and it's not in a player versus player scenario, so like war or something like that, you can go ahead and use the you can hit into her even with the Furies up. You just have to be careful. If you finish your combo and she gets that auto block, it's pretty dangerous. Snack says, I wanted 4-star Scarlet Witch for so long, then got 5-star Ghost Rider. Yeah, so I'm kind of in that boat. Not in wanting a Scarlet Witch. Believe it or not, Scarlet Witch was one of the first 4 stars I ever pulled. I used my Awakening Gem from Act 4 to awaken her, and that was just after the nerf. So I was kind of disappointed about awakening her after the nerf, never getting to know the full power. But yeah, Ghost Rider is a beast, and his stuff like his regeneration is a little bit more predictable, but he does not hit anywhere as hard. My 5-star rank 4 Ghost Rider still takes far more hits to finish Realm of Legends Winter Soldier than my 4-star Scarlet Witch. She just absolutely dominates him. Hey, so welcome in if you're just joining me on the stream. So what I'm doing, I'm just finishing up the Trials of the Infinite here. Got a couple more fights on the lowest difficulty. So thanks for joining. If you're not already subscribed, you should definitely do that. I try to live stream pretty much every day, and try to also get out some unique style content like tips and tricks for fighting different champs. When I do something that I perceive to be as completely awesome in this game, I also post that. I try to record when I know I'm gonna have a chance to do something awesome. So like one-shotting Dormammu on day 5 of an alliance that does map 5 all 5 days and clears all 3 battle groups all 5 days. I felt like that was impressive. You guys might not. Maybe you guys do that all the time. All right. Almost got him down. Just as a heads up, I'm also working on increasing the quality of my stream. So there is a product out there that's going to allow me to stream hopefully at least 720p, if not 1080p, and it's going to go ahead and take care of all that lag that sometimes happens. So if you want to see that get taken care of, I'm working on it. Billy Daly, welcome into the stream, man. Yeah, one shot. That's kind of my MO. I like doing it in just one. 'Cause what's the fun if you got to go back in there? They used to accuse me of things like living closer to the server back in my old alliance because I got into the boss fights so fast, but contributing to my skill as a player are my quick fingers. So I just use those quick fingers to get in the boss fights faster as well. So maybe one day I'll let you guys see my secret for getting into the boss fights fast. I do have a bit of a secret that I use. It's nothing like super special or difficult to think up. Maybe you guys do the same thing. I don't know. Alright, last fight in the Trials of the Infinite. Billy, just so you know, Billy asked earlier, sent me a message and asked if I was going to be doing this live. And I told him yes, but I was going to be doing it a bit earlier than normal. So if you want to see that, Billy, and you missed me doing the harder difficulties, feel free. That will be up on the channel very shortly. So feel free to check that out after I get it up and posted. Alright, so that is all 4 difficulties of the Trial of the Infinite. So I'll take those rewards. So I want to show you guys kind of just really quickly where I'm at with a couple of progression stuff to kind of give you an idea of what's coming up for the channel. Currently, I am sitting at 91,000, almost 92,000 5-star shards. So I know that I'm going to get 6 chances at Blade. later this month. I'm hoping to get that up to 7 chances at blade, and then so I'll do a live opening. If I get them on the very first try, I'm just going to swap over to the basic pool and I'm going to open all of my remaining crystals. So lots of 5-star crystals getting open that day, whether I get blade or not. This is kind of where I'm at with that. And then these are all the crystals that I plan to open later this month on that same day, or maybe the day prior. So lots of stuff to open for you guys. And then I want to also show you guys where I'm at with some of my rank up items. So we'll just narrow this down here to, you notice I got the 2 tier 5 basics. And then I'm just going to narrow this down to tier 4s. So we're sitting pretty in several. So what I'll be able to do after I open up all those 5 stars is I'm going to go on a ranking frenzy. And my roster should be pretty awesome after that. And then for the tier 1 basics, got plenty of those. The tier 2 alphas, plenty of those. And then lots and lots in the stash. So, and plenty of rewards to collect here. And so basically this month, as far as the opening stuff, should be lots and lots of fun. Billy says he knows my my secret getting to the box, to the boss. He would text me. He'd say, "Johnny, want to reach the boss? I have 3 moves." Haha. Poor Brooke then never got a shot. Yeah, that was certainly helpful, but a lot of times we'd be sitting there waiting and I would always be the first one in, and I'm not spilling the secret on how I did that. So let's jump into Alliance Quest. Not yet anyway. I may reveal that to you guys someday. So let's see. Not really anything I can do right here now. I don't have any moves. Okay guys, so I am going to call it a night. So thank you so much for jumping in the stream. If you're not subscribed, you should definitely do that. I appreciate all of you guys subscribing. You should follow me on Twitter as well, as I always announce when I'm going live and when I've posted a new video. Make sure you ring the bell next to the subscriber button so you get notified when I go live. Thank you guys so much. I hope that y'all have an awesome night, and I will see you later on in my next stream.